All right, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I'm watching this soldier right here, and she's like, man. And, it's interesting. Nowadays, soldiers can go and give opinions on the internet and talk again, things like this. When I was in the military, you couldn't do that. But nevertheless, let's listen to her because she has thoughts and she has questions and she has all kind of different things.
I have thoughts.
Hmm.
I have thoughts and I have questions.
Oh,
It happened.
it happened.
It happened.
Oh, no way.
I woke up from a nap to this.
Oh, you were napping on deployment? Must be nice.
On deployment.
Oh.
I woke up from
Wow, on deployment. Let's recap here. On deployment, you could check your TikTok. On deployment, you could put videos on the internet. On deployment, you have a little nappy. On deployment, you have AC. I could see an AC up there. On deployment, you have lights. Must be nice. I remember the time that I spent 3 months on deployment with no shower during the first push into Iraq. I remember not getting one piece of mail, not one piece of mail, not one phone call, not one shower for 3 months. I remember when my brothers were burned alive. But, you want to throw the deployment. You want to throw the deployment. I remember when that IED went off that almost killed me. But, okay, let us know. Let us know what you're doing on deployment with your AC, taking your nap with your hoodie that is probably not a military issue, but nowadays people can wear whatever they want. Taking your little nap with your AC. You must be really mad this deployment.
a nap to this news. America is waking up to this news. I just extended my contract to continue serving this country
Oh man, with deployments like this, I would extend my contract many, many times.
week ago.
Oh, okay.
How am I supposed to swear to support and defend the Constitution?
The same way that everybody else does that don't agree with some things. Do you not think that were people in the military that didn't agree with like gay people getting married? Do you don't think that there were people that were in the military that didn't agree with abortions? But they were still fighting for the country. They were still fighting for the Constitution, and they still took that oath. Or do you think you're the only one that didn't or is hurt because you don't agree with the law? There's many people in the military that don't agree with many things. You're never going to agree with everything. We're going to live in a society, or we live in a society where it's impossible for us to be in complete 100 agreement. We all understand that. There's going to be some things that you're going to disagree, but you still love the country. You still fight for the country, but apparently not. Apparently not. Let's watch this. Let's continue to watch how upset this soldier is from her pretty deployment.
And a country that treats its women like second-class citizens.
Didn't she just re-enlisted? Isn't she serving in the military? Isn't she in deployment supposedly defending our country? How is she being treated as a second-class citizen? Because you have to go to some states won't agree with abortion. There are some states that don't agree with the Second Amendment. Try to carry a gun in California. You could come to Florida and carry a gun. Well, you may have to find a place where you could have an abortion where the people of that state agree with that.
How am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to do that with pride?
The same way we all did it. Welcome to adulthood.
How am I supposed to do that with love and honor?
Love and honor, murdering children in the one.
How am I supposed to wake up every day and put on a frickin' uniform that says United States Army when the United States doesn't even give a rat's ass about me? It gives more of a rat's ass about the guns they're allowed to buy that kill the children that I'm forced to give birth to. Think about that.
I'm thinking about it. They kill the children that you are forced to do. And we're talking about the United States. I don't recall the United States murdering children, lately. I don't. I seen bad guys killing people, and we need to defend ourselves. I don't recall the United States forcing you to have a kid. You still have places that you can go and have an abortion. You still have ways not to get pregnant. I see the United States and the Supreme Court putting a law that is going to prevent crazy people like you from murdering children in the womb. That's what I see.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
This effect on female servicewomen is an unintended consequence, which means that lawmakers and Supreme Court justices probably weren't thinking about this
Yeah, newsflash, they're smarter than you.
when they wrote their 213 some odd page report on it, right? They probably were not thinking about this consequence, but it is one. And it affects the very people that those lawmakers hold to a higher standard because they support the troops.
I want to just mention something about the military, by the way. I just thought about this. When a female goes on deployment, just to let you know, it may have changed, but when a female is assigned to a deployment, a female takes a pregnancy test. And a female cannot get pregnant. Because she's going to be allocated to the deployment. She's going to go to training that is going to cost a lot of money and a lot of time. And then she has to go on deployment. So it was very common in the Marines to take a girl to get a pregnancy test. If that pregnancy test is not positive, obviously negative, she cannot get pregnant or she will get in trouble. So, I mean, if it's the same in the Army, some of you Army guys put comments down below, you probably know this. So the military already tells you what to do. I don't know. I don't understand why she's so butthurt about this, because she's in the military where they tell you what to eat, what to drink and all that. And it's interesting how they come here to complain on deployments. By the way, beautiful. That bed looks really nice. I'm looking at that bed. Man, that's really nice bed. I wish when I was in Iraq, I had a bed like that. Or maybe when I was in Afghanistan. Man, it would have been so nice to have a bed like that with AC and a nice blanket. But let's continue.
You really support the troops, even though this is going to greatly lessen the retention of women in the ranks of this military?
Remember what I say. When the female goes in deployment, she cannot get pregnant already.
You support the troops, even though you are going to ruin some women's careers?
How? So are you saying that a woman that is in the military that has a baby, I met many, cannot have a baby because it would ruin her career? I met many females in the Marines that had family. You spend 20 years in the Marine Corps, you're going to have a family. They have even uniforms that are for pregnant women. They actually allow you to wear tennis shoes while you're pregnant. You don't have to wear boots to help you. There's actually Marine Corps orders that tells you after you get pregnant and you have the baby, you have so many months to go back in physical shape to be able to, be in the shape that you're supposed to.
I'm deployed right now.
Oh, yeah, we can see it.
And I am a medic, so I know how this works. I have an extremely limited access to birth control. Women in the military are more likely to experience unplanned pregnancies.
You could not sleep with a bunch of people. Just saying.
Women in the military are more likely to experience sexual assault.
That has nothing to do with this.
Where I'm at right now, you can't even get an ultrasound without traveling off base.
Where I was many times, you will be stuck in that base for survival. I remember being in a base that got attacked, and for 3 days there was no supplies. And you're talking about an ultrasound. What a beautiful deployment you're having.
You can't. It happened.
Yeah.
It happened, ladies and gentlemen. And I signed that contract, so I will serve my country.
Oh, yeah,
but
you will.
Bet your ass.
Or you're going to go to jail.
You're going to hear my voice, because I will not stop, I will not rest, and I will not be silent.
Well, you will stop when your commanding officer see that video with 1.1 million views and he tells you to shut your mouth, or you will get, what do they call in the Army? An Article 15 and lose your rank. So don't pretend to be bad to the bone, or you're going to get out of the military with a dishonorable discharge or with other than honorable. All those military guys, do this or do that. Yeah, wait until you stand in front of the sergeant major. Let me know how that works out for you. This girl is full of it. Full of it. First of all, they come out with the whole I'm deploying. Shut your mouth. Your deployment sounds more like a vacation to me. If you don't agree with that, welcome to the club. We all didn't agree with everything. We still serve our country. I serve under presidents that I didn't like, and I still serve my country. So don't give me that crap. It is what it is. You have choices. You don't have to get pregnant, or you could have an abortion in places that, allows you to do that. And most importantly, you already know how this goes because the military controls your pregnancy. So you know that. You know that. If you get pregnant on deployment and they have to send you back home, you could get in trouble for that. So again, it is what it is. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.